It's week 1 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can...
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out there, and you can bet that makes a lot of folks happy here in Baltimore.
Starting with Lamar Jackson, who wanted to be a Raven. He didn't want to be anywhere else. Second, how about the head coach, John Harbaugh? Now they'll just retool the offense a little bit, trying to expand upon the talents that Lamar Jackson brings to the table and find their way back to the Super Bowl.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
They go play action now. Jackson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Desmond King to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The speedster Desmond King. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looks every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Desmond King deep for Houston.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over. Stroud sets up the play action. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Stroud. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. A quarterback on the run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action.
How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team on the brink.
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Muscles him off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Jackson now. On target to his man, likely.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 6-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston set to take over.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move.
Injuries especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 3rd and 1. Stroud. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him.
The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stroud to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce. 29 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That went into the hands of Flowers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his target. That's Kohler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
A toss left side for Mitchell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now flags come in. Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On second down, Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into that Schultz here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Play action. Stroud now. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Singletary with a good gain, and after 4 seasons of 3,100 yards in Buffalo, he signed with Houston this offseason. Welcome reinforcements for a ground game that was second to last in the NFL a season ago.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Stroud off the play fake.
And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Stroud will look to throw once more. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. We're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Stroud now to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud.
Touchdown! Robert Woods. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
Desmond King now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Stroud to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stroud sets up the play action.
He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd down, Jackson on target to his man, Likely. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the return, it's King. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Here's Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going for it with Pierce. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, but not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 74 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Dobbins on first. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
3rd and 19. Throwing now is Stroud. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded just inside the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Runs through the contact. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Holding, offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Will Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, and that is incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sent to. They're down on the scoreboard.